Built around 1635, it is said that Pirshti Castle is one of the most haunted places in Ukraine. Take a look at some of the best paranormal evidence ever recorded in this creepy castle. A ghostly figure appears in the window and waves at them before mysteriously disappearing. It's not a cloud reflection because it appears and disappears too quickly. The person recording shouts the name Adriana, which I think was the name of one of the king's many wives hundreds of years ago, and whose life was possibly taken by him. Or maybe it's just a good edit, it's hard to tell. It's said that this place is absolutely flooded with supernatural forces, so who knows? A man claims to have been experiencing intense poltergeist activity inside his house. He says that one night he heard a loud crash coming from the kitchen. When he ran to see what was happening, he found plates and cups scattered all over the floor. But what happened when he decided to record to have evidence is even more chilling. While he's filming the mess, one of the fallen plates starts to slowly slide across the floor, completely untouched by anyone. There's no one else in the room, and you can hear him breathing heavily in shock as everything happens right before his eyes. He insists there were no tricks or strings, and he says this is just one of several nights when similar unexplained events have happened in his house. Is this house haunted by a sweet grandma? The YouTuber Dennis from Dark Ghost Paranormal thinks she might not be so sweet. He quickly gets a reading on the KII meter. And soon, he doesn't need a meter to sense this grandma's energy. It starts making a lot of noise off camera. Soon after, it turns physical. It looks like it has a message for Dennis. Something is making a noise inside the closet. Dennis can't get away fast enough, and later it happens again. Grandma is everywhere. He hears a moan. But at least it's just a cat. However, later, he feels like someone is watching him. It seems he's right.
This is getting ugly. I have to get out as soon as possible.
Why is this happening? Just when you think this closet can't take anymore, this happens. What do you think this grandmother's spirit wants? Maybe a change of clothes? I don't know the answer, probably because of that. This is just another one of those questions that baffle the world. A Reddit user named Rodlat made a series of 3 posts about a possible ghost lurking in his closet. In the first video, he stands outside and hears a faint dripping sound. I'll turn up the volume so you can hear it better. It sounds like it could be a pipe with some kind of leak or something like that. But watch what happens when he goes to open it. His hand isn't touching anything, then you hear a bang from the other side. The question is whether it's a spirit or just someone he knows. The first video caught Reddit's attention, so he started documenting more. Another night, the spirit seems to be in a bad mood, and the noises become more insistent. The user regrettably faces his haunted closet again. The air seems charged with electricity and carries a distant wail. That's when he realizes that the door is slightly ajar. Maybe this could be false and the second person could be inside the closet. But wouldn't you see the shadow of his arm against the wall here when he slams the door shut? I don't see anything. By that time, the paranormal activity was also happening during the day, whereas before it was only in the early hours of the morning. Everyone demands that he open the closet and show them what's inside, and he waits until it starts making noises to prove to everyone, once and for all, that this closet is really haunted. There's nothing inside but this creepy doll. That tells me all I need to know. However, just before opening the closet, there's a brief moment when the camera goes out of focus. He could have paused recording here to let his friend out, and then refocus so it would look like a continuous shot. But to me, it seems pretty real. Paranormal explorer Alberto Delarco and his team are set to investigate an old house abandoned for decades. The locals say that the property is cursed, claiming that strange shadows have been seen moving in the windows at night, even though no one has lived there for years.
What is your name? What is your name?
What is your name?
Ismo or Luis.
I was left.
I stayed here. Ismo. Ismo is your name. Are you a spirit? Are you a ghost? I see shadows behind you. It's weird, dude. Are you a goblin? What is Ismo? I'm asking.
It's not a recognized word in Spanish.
Ixmo. Let's see if it's with an X. What is it? Oh, damn. I swear that through the camera, unless it was your light, I saw something back here. Like something moving in this part. But well, maybe it was just a trick of the lights. I can't say what. Was it you? Haven't you rested in peace? Are you still in this house? Do you want us to help you? To move on? To go to a better place? We want to help you. We brought a specialist who can help you feel better. I can hear it, I can hear it, I can hear it, down the stairs. Is that you? Are you making yourself known?
As they start asking questions at the place, a bell begins to ring several times.
I think there could be several things, huh? Let's wait for the specialist to speak. It's too strong. Look, she stopped crying here. In the mirror. He really wants attention. What's going on with him? Is he going crazy? You can hear this a lot in the mirror. And there are a lot of saints. It's here. Everything okay? We want to help you. We're going to get a specialist, okay? Did you see that, Gwen? It looks like there's something here. What if we go down and try to bring it up? Should we turn off the bell?
Yeah, I think so.
Turn off the bell. I'm going to leave it here.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
You have it.
I got it. No way.
The bell grows more aggressive, breaking the silence as an object tumbles down the stairs on its own.
How is the energy in the middle? Look.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yes,
Dude. What was that, Mad?
the spirit that was in the place we were talking about.
Later, while they perform a ritual, the fire begins to change, taking on a strange shape, which seems to indicate that there is a presence in the place. A camera moves through a white room filled with antique furniture and creepy collectibles, which is already quite unsettling. But when they stop at an old tall mirror, they seem surprised to find the silhouette of a child filling the reflection. As they study that child with their trembling gaze, a pair of identical orbs float above his head, while 2 points of light become barely visible, as if he were slightly turning his head. I guess this childlike shadow could simply be a large doll. However, even if that were the case, as far as I know, only the eyes of the living can reflect light in that way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a lifeless doll should never have shining eyes. The person recording sees the eyes and quickly goes up the stairs. Later, they would refer to the incident only as the girl with the shining eyes in the dark. A man recalls that one night, as he was about to go to bed, he noticed something odd. One of his old dolls, which had been on a shelf in his room for years, seemed to move by itself, although almost imperceptibly. Thinking that maybe it was just tiredness and that he was imagining things, he decided to grab his phone to record, and that's when he captured this. The doll's hand seems to change position slightly. The man insists that he was completely alone in the room and that there were no drafts or strings that could have caused the movement. Was it simply a trick of the eye? Some subtle vibration that made the toy slide? Or is it possible that something paranormal is connected to that doll? A demon haunts this abandoned house, and Dimitri from Asip of Fear is about to confront it. Inside the kitchen, he finds a strange trapdoor on the floor. I'm completely sure that it's here. But before he checks what's down there, the demon tells him that it's already here.
I'm here.
Who are you?
And he starts to get paranoid.
I also heard banging over here.
Later, a static camera captures some activity. The demon seems to have only one trick. And he tells Dimitri that it's too late.
It's too late.
Then the lights go out.
Andre? The electricity went out. The demon stayed silent and told me to leave. That was all.
Apparently, he told Dimitri to leave, and this time, Dimitri has no choice but to obey. For me, the slamming doors were the most intense part of this visit. The demon wouldn't have to tell me twice. Without a doubt, I would have left after the first warning. 2 young girls decided to record themselves singing their favorite song. Everything seems completely normal until it stays long enough to be caught on camera. Is this just a creepy coincidence caused by bad lighting and video compression? Or did these girls accidentally capture something paranormal lurking in the shadows behind them? You decide. If you heard wailing in an abandoned building, would you go investigate? Posted in April 2021. These urban explorers soon discovered that, after all, they were not alone. While they're in the stairwell, they hear a noise upstairs and go to see what it is. They find no one in the hallway, but encounter a strange barrier blocking the way. They ignore it and move on. After searching for a while, someone runs out of one of the rooms. They chase the figure, but when they reach the next flight of stairs, it's gone. After searching the whole floor unsuccessfully, they hear a voice. Where's it from? Whose is it? Even though they tried to find its origin, they never succeeded, so I guess for now it will remain a mystery. This clip features a standard psychedelic filter with electric colors surrounding the girl. Then he turns the camera to scan the room. The filter follows her for a moment before disappearing from the shot, since the room is empty, or maybe it isn't. The person detection filter seems to detect someone in the chair in front, but there's no one there. However, the silhouette of a human figure starts to appear in the shot, in a striking black and white. It seems to be sitting in the chair. The girl points the filter back at her face, and the striking figure follows her, blending again with the psychedelic colors of the filter around her. The Reddit user seems unsure whether to think it's a glitch or something paranormal, and with good reason. She is very scared. She wrote the following. Normally these ghost clips with Snapchat filters are system glitches, and basically the camera falls into pareidolia. But this one is quite strange. It could be the creepiest glitch in history. But it's very strange, and it would scare me if it were my living room. Maybe it sees something we can't see. Strange noises have been happening in Peter's house since he moved in 2 weeks ago. Published in December 2009, Peter Jan Television wrote the following. It happened again last night, and I was brave enough to record it. Loud bangs were heard as Peter turned on his camera in a dark hallway, turned on the light, and looked downstairs. The sound stops. He noisily goes down the wooden stairs, probably to scare whoever or whatever was there. He doesn't find anything in the room downstairs, or at least nothing that we can see. When he goes back upstairs, he eats, turns off the light, and returns to his room. He hears a door slam downstairs, then slow footsteps coming up the stairs. He waits in fear as they get closer and louder. That's when a shoe is thrown at him from the darkness and he runs forward. There's nothing on the stairs nor in the hallway. As many people say in the comments, this guy should leave all the lights in the house on. Tell me, would you stay here? I've seen enough horror movies to know it's better to get out of there before it's too late. This 10-second video shows a toy ambulance that activates randomly, even though it normally requires someone to hold down the red buttons on top to make any noise. What's really strange is that it seems to respond to a child's voice. Maybe it's just me, but it almost seems like the ambulance is waiting for the child to count to a certain number. It activates a few more times, mainly when the child talks or is about to talk. Interestingly, both clips seem to involve the number 12. In Japan, an urban explorer and YouTuber decides to investigate an old abandoned house deep in the countryside. The locals say that the building has a dark past, claiming that it is haunted by restless spirits. The explorer records his journey to share it with all his followers, but he captures something he never expected.
This is not a baby. This doll. Incredible, like an Ichimatsu doll. Why are you taking a picture of a doll?
While exploring the place, he finds a photo of a creepy doll. Just at that moment, a noise startles him.
Yes, family, I have a photographer. This is rotten. Be careful next time. I really don't understand the next one, but if I walk around here, I'll be able to do something. I saw that person there. In the kitchen.
Later, one of the team members captures a shadow moving through a door for a brief moment.
That's the doll that was in the photo. Touch it. Which room is this? After all, you're not good.
Finally, in the attic, he finds the same doll he saw earlier in the photograph, and suddenly he feels movement around him. Patrick and Sin, from the channel Sheehan's Haunted Tours, conducted a paranormal investigation at Marta's Pub, a place famous for all kinds of phenomena. Before starting the official investigation, while they were talking about the experiences they had during a first visit without cameras, they already managed to capture the first inexplicable event.
You heard the balls, so there's a pool table here, and we were coming this way, and you literally heard something like crack. And we were like, what?
Well, I thought I heard it, so we came here and I said...
Did you hear that voice?
So we came here and I said...
Did you hear that voice? Don't look for me. Don't look at what? Did you hear that? I heard a voice that sounded like the spear box, but it was coming from here, so that's likely what it was.
But I heard a different voice, right here. It was really weird. Don't say anything.
What did it say? Don't do anything. It sounded like someone was talking to us.
Next, they went to the kitchen area, known because apparently utensils fly through the air as if thrown by ghosts.
But we were just above this. It was probably here where that was right above. What was that? What? It was right here. He felt dizzy.
Hey, goosebumps.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like, man. It sounded like, and I don't even see anything like that around here. It sounded like a pipe, like a metal pipe. And I bet this is, yeah, it's not even metal, but it was like...
And this? That's plastic.
It sounded like money hitting against each other. Money.
Like when you drop change, like when you drop a coin.
Something like that. But there's nothing on the floor here, guys.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on the floor. That's what I was saying. It's clean.
Yeah. Dude, that came toward us.
What is that?
What is that? Is that a screw? That's the attic. It came down from there. I dropped it. That's the damn attic. Really? Can I go up there? I'm going up there. I need to know if that came from there.
David,
Who is it, David? Wait, come and help me up here. Hold my camera and that candle for a second. I have to stick my head out and see, man. It literally sounded like it came from right there, from here. Let me see my camera. Yeah, man, this is the attic. I don't even know. It's over there.
I could swear I just heard one of those things in the other room making noise. One of those things with that little metal piece sticking out.
Yeah, I might have heard it.
Dude, this is really creepy.
I just want to know if you did that. Did something come out from up here? No, what the hell? Did you hear that?
No.
Oh God, I swear to you, bro. A voice from over there said, "Oh!" Clear as day.
Patrick was convinced that the voice and the screw came from the attic, which makes sense, since Sin didn't seem to hear the voice clearly. No doubt a really creepy place. Thanks for watching this far. Only the brave make it. Leave a like,